What's up, Tribe? Dwayne Taylor, aka Coach, coming out the ATL. This is lab session number 2. I challenged myself to do 100 of these sessions. It's not like I put pressure on myself to do one a day or anything, but I did put pressure on myself to do 100 of these. I might drop 2 a day one time. I might not do one for a couple days. So this is just my challenge to myself, and hopefully whoever may see these may get some value out of them, because that's the whole purpose of this is, being honest and stepping out into my purpose. And, I want to do this on IG, but I got to figure out how to go live on IG. I just tried, but for whatever reason, I couldn't get it to go. So if you do see value, subscribe and share it with other people. This is a grassroots type of effort. I truly believe that every person's story has value. I'll most likely be standing behind a whiteboard most of the time. We might use it sometimes, we might not. It just depends. Like, I like to draw, use symbology sometimes, so I might explain myself using symbols or whatever, because that's how I learn. So I call this the lab, right? So we're just in here, we're talking about real life things. We're talking about, my areas are going to be health, life, health, and wealth, right? Those topics, because those are where my gifts are. My gifts are in life coaching, helping people challenge their perception and the way they think. Health, I've been in fitness and health for over pretty much my whole life. And wealth, I've been building wealth in the system for the last 4 years. That's phenomenal. Helping lots of people, and that's my passion now, is to incorporate all that and to share this wisdom with others, and truly show people that thing that they say you can live the dream life is real. It is real. And you hear things along the way. And let me back up. These lab sessions, they just flow. Like, wherever the spirit leads us to talk about, that's what we're going to talk about. I have a particular topic that I want to talk about today, and it came from a conversation I had with a lady. But just understand how these sessions go. It's called the lab because we're learning all the pieces that we need to learn to make us our best selves, right? To come to that place where we're open to receive the blessings that are truly laid up for us, right? So my passion is to help people break those mental barriers, because I've had them for my life, my whole life. But now I'm broken through those barriers, and you can always have, you might not have your whole life together. I heard somebody say this: you don't have to have your whole life together in order to help somebody. You just have to break through a couple of the things that they haven't yet, and you can go back and help them. And it might not look like it now, but because of what I'm doing and the challenge I've set myself to do 100 of these lab sessions, it's me manifesting my dream, right? It's like, you really can live the life you want. You can create your life, and I'm realizing that because I'm seeing it happen little by little. Like, the synchronicities and the way things are beginning to come together and connect, I can't even describe it. Like, I know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I realize your story is what helps people, right? Because we've all gone through stuff, and everybody's story can help somebody. That's why I'm learning now to hear people's story, right? I'm learning to hear what people truly want, because my passion and my desire is to help people truly get what they want. Because the profession I'm in, you're always hearing help people get what they want, and you'll automatically get what you want, right? But you have to grow into that. So now it's my passion to help people get what they want. And I know part of that passion is to help them get past the mental blocks, to eat healthy and to build wealth, protect what they're about to step into, the greatest system, the 1, 2, 3 knockout punch, right? We got it all covered. You're covered like a triangle, right? That's you in the middle. You got your life, you got your health, and you got your wealth. And you stand in the middle, right? That's what it is. But see, some people might My whole thing is perception. How do you see things, right? That's just a language. It's just a language. Like people are stuck on words. People get in arguments because of definition of words. Like when people who don't understand symbols, like that just means you're protected, right? What's the strongest force on the strongest structure on the planet is a pyramid. How do we know? We have evidence today. There are pyramids all over the world. Doesn't mean they're evil. It's just a symbol that shows you strength. Like you're protect when you understand your mental game, that brings health into you, right? Then when you got your health, you get your wealth. And you're protected. What's basketball? Perfect triangle, right? I played DB, right? And that's another thing. I don't know how long these lab sessions will be. When I'm done, I'm done. So that's how this whole thing rolls. That's how we flow, right? So, because my whole theory is about your perception. How do you see this thing? How do you see life? How do you see it? Or do you see it like somebody else sees it and you just agreeing with that? But you really do see differently. And you're being challenged because you're being called to your true tribe, right? Some people speak and understand words, and some people speak and understand symbols. It's just a language. It's letters are hieroglyphs, right? So y'all trying to thinking, oh, he's getting deep. It's not deep. Which leads me to my conversation. See, perfect rolling. I'm coming out of my business partner's spot. Walking out, I see a young lady. Asked her how she was doing. She was saying good. I said, what would make your day great? And she said, not be here at work, right? So I started questioning her. Like I said, what do you really want to do? I said, what's your dream? I said, what's your impact? How do you want to touch this world? And she said, that's a little deep, isn't it? I said, you know what? We got to stop saying that. Why is that deep? That's not deep. Why aren't we talking about our dreams in conversations, right? Why not come up to a person and say, man, what are you working on, bro? What's your dream? How you want to impact this world? Really? Man, yo, congratulations. I appreciate you. You going after your dream. Hey, if my dream can help your dream, let's come together. If not, it's okay. But she was conditioned to say, that's a deep conversation, don't you think? Why is it deep? What else are we talking about? Our sufferings? If you just stop and listen for a moment, okay, let me give you some help right now. Here's a goal. I'm going to call these golden nuggets. And you got to remember this, my sessions are for 101. This is a 101 course. Like I'm a foundational teacher. I love the simplicity of life. I love the simplicity of things. So if you tune in and this resonates with you, know that this is for, like, do I understand those upper levels? Yes, but my assignment is right here. Why? Because I love, I've always loved, like, detailing cars and, you know, if you walked in my room right now, you would probably say I'm a messy person. And I would probably have to agree with you, but I do have order at times in my life because I've seen it, right? But I'm working on order because I'm moving into a place in my life because I know what's coming. I have to get more orderly. And yes, that's a reality that I'm losing, that I'm not orderly because I am orderly. I just have to bring it out. So these whole lab sessions is about that growth, like being open to growing. Because when you get to this place in your growth level, you have to go out and practice your gift. That's why I challenge myself to these 100 lab sessions. It's not, it's about you, but it's also about me believing what I'm going for, and that's just part of my belief, right? Because faith without works is dead, but you got to do the right works. You got to do the works that your dream and your desire purpose you to do, not things that you think you should do because you see other people doing that, because that's what their dream takes. Your dream might not take what it takes for their dream. You might be able to go a different route. Hence the lady I was having that conversation with. And I asked her, I stopped and I said, she was like, well, I'm just going to lunch, and I, I basically, she got to decompress at lunch because her life is miserable. I said, what would it be like if you could just have lunch anywhere in the world that you wanted right now? She was like, oh, that would be great. And you offer them an opportunity and they say no. Why? Because they're conditioned to say no. So this course is to help you learn to say yes to a new level of life, a new experience of life. And you're going to go on this journey with me. I kind of started this and stopped it and started it and stopped it. Why? Because I was getting my feet wet. Boom, I got a little more courage, did some more, I spoke some more. Still wasn't really comfortable, but I had to start puttering, sputtering. You know what I'm saying? You know how them engines be like, they start, but they bap, 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 bap. And that's what it's like when you're going through your growth phase. You never know where you're going to go, right? So these lab sessions are about helping you see the world with new eyes, a new pair of eyes and a new pair of ears, to be able to hear this world differently and see this world differently, to help you see the world the way you're supposed to see it. That's what I've come to realize. You got to realize your scales got to fall off. You're going to one day have what's called a Pauline experience, right? The scales are going to come off of your eyes, and you're going to really see this world for what it truly is. And when I say it's beautiful, it's beautiful. Like, life really is beautiful. And all the misery you see, life truly is beautiful. And golden nugget, step into a place of appreciation and gratitude. And just go look up that word appreciation and go look at all the synonyms for it. Go look up that word gratitude and look at the synonyms and begin to let's practice together, right? So whenever you get this transmission, you can start right there, right? So we're helping you to change the way you see this life, because I know your life is called to experience joy and peace and abundance and life and liveliness, right? Because that's what you've been desiring. So here's what I've learned about when you're believing for your dreams. How do you know if what is being said to you is real or not? Like, how does change come? Think about that for a second. How does change come? If you stay closed, but you desire change, you got to be open. One day you'll come closed again. You'll know how to open and close the gate. But in order to get there, you got to open the gate. But you just have to know and trust what you feel right here is right. So if what I'm saying is resonating, let me tell you, it's right. If it's not resonating with you, it's just not your time. It's okay. What I'm saying does not make sense to you. It sounds like crap. It sounds like garbage. I get it. Been there, done that. I've seen those people and thought the same thing. I did. Like, man, them Negroes crazy. And I said it. And that's what you're going to learn. You're going to learn you are those people. When you really begin to see one, you're going to begin to see who you truly are. Honor will come into your life. A true honor. A true appreciation. A true gratitude will begin to come into your life that is real. And if my words are resonating with you and you sense them right here, and it brings peace, follow that peace. Peace always leads you, right? Here's what you gotta see. Here's how you have to see it. Your spirit man is always sending the signal of abundance, right? It's always sending that signal of abundance. It's going out abundance, right? See, the word lack is an illusion. I've been trapped in it my whole life. This word called lack, but it's an illusion. There's no such thing. There's only abundance. There's only a low level of abundance, or there's a high level of abundance. And depending on where your thinking is and how much you feel worthy to receive that abundance is what you experience. People don't experience lack. They experience low levels of abundance. Because look around, go outside. That's all you see is trees, sand, grass, dirt. There is no such thing as lack. That's the first illusion you have to break. To come, I know what you want the money. I get it. I'm helping you get the money. I'm helping you understand that the money comes to you, that you don't work for the money. Because I'm going to show you who you are along this journey, along these lab sessions. You're going to learn who you are. And when you learn who you are, everything flips. You see the world differently. It's a challenge. It's going to be tough. This is a tough course. But you can do it. You know why? Because you're right here. And this is only for those who are supposed to be here. The ones who are not supposed to be here will not be here. And I know it doesn't matter what people say, like all the comments that people will be getting, because I see it's going to happen. That's why you can't care. Like when you're learning who you truly are, you're going to learn you can't care about what nobody says, because that's what everybody, you still think like everybody else. I'm helping you hear your voice, right? Because along this journey, there's a language that the source speaks specifically to you. It's your name. It has your name on it. It's specifically designed for you. Right? It's just like a penguin. Have you ever seen that show about the penguins in the Antarctica? Like when the mothers come back for feeding, and there's thousands of penguins. Thousands. And this mother, amongst thousands of penguins, crying out for their babies, sending a signal. Abundance has arrived. Eek, eek, eek. The baby's receiver is so tuned to the mother, the baby cries out, sends its signal, and the mother comes calling to the little one to give her abundance. She just had to be able to hear her mother's voice out of thousands. So what you're learning to do is hear your mother's voice through the instruction of your father, so you can receive the abundance that is due you. So I appreciate all of those who choose to connect with these lab sessions. Like it's truly gonna be an honor, man, to do this. Like I'm really excited. I'm excited because you really can live your life the way you want. Hey, ooh, man, she scared me, boy. Girl, calm down. It's like I felt that bark. Hey. And that is another thing, right? When you realize this thing is about sound, frequency, and vibration, like, it really is. Your thoughts, right, send a signal to the brain, your central nervous system that controls this physical body. So your mind, your soul, speaks a thought, and your body sends a signal to release a hormone or a chemical to make you experience something called a feeling. And your mind and your body creates a loop. So imagine somebody who always feels pain, right? Something happens, a painful experience, pain, and you feel that pain. and then it happens again, and you're hurt, and you don't let it go. You don't learn how to release it. And something else happens, and you begin to attract more pain and more, because your thoughts are nothing but pain now. Now you're creating a groove. You're creating a cycle, a pump. Now you got a pump going. And all this saying is, not good enough, not worthy enough, you don't deserve nothing. Boom, boom, boom. So you got this groove. But the good thing is you can always change the sound of that groove to say something different. The challenge is believing. But you're going to come across people like myself your entire journey to help you. Look, sometimes along my journey, I got a little snippet here. I got a little nugget here. I got a lot of nugget here. I got a whole bunch over here. You know, so let me help you. Here's a little nugget along your journey. If you don't understand something, shelf it. Just don't throw it. Just don't automatically disagree. Shelf it. Just say, so right, we talked about the other day, I did lab session 1, right? Lab session 1 was about coming from your center. Like, this is where everybody's trying to get. This is where your power is, right? But we started out with this being your awareness. Like, this is what you know. But there's so much more that you don't know yet. You got to step out, right, to come back in, right? I said the other day, like when I was in the military, we used to take our targets. We had to set our targets up. Then I had to come back and begin to shoot. Well, me telling you to open yourself up, this is your circle of knowledge. You think you all that in your little circle. But there's all this out here that you don't even know nothing about, but you think you all that. Well, you are all that, but you just don't know it. You got to come out here first to come back in, to know who you are. And that's what these lab sessions are about. These lab sessions are about helping you come back to the middle, so then you can get your shot group tight. You can see where you're shooting on the target of your life. Are the things you're doing in your life getting you closer to your dream? Right? What if you could take a pen and write your life out? Like, do that. Take a pen, and what you can come up with right now, as big as you can dream right now, everybody's at different dream levels. Write your life out. What would it be? Okay, take that. Now, that's your target, right? Let's pick up your rifle, your actions. What actions do you need to develop to help you hit your target? Not what labors you need to do. No, what personality traits, what things do you need to get not rid of, but control of? And what other areas do you need to help you get to your dream? Like, what is your dream? Do you want to, like, if I asked you right now today, if you had to go to decide between going to work on Monday and living your life the way, whatever it is, like, imagine you didn't have to go to work, right? What would you do? What would you really do? That's your dream life. Like, what are your gifts? What are your talents? What are you good at? What are you passionate about teaching, right? What do you love? Are you a teacher? Like, you don't like school, but you want to teach. You got this, like, this teaching in you. You know it, you feel it, but you just don't know which way, right? Because you don't know where you're shooting on the target. So my job is to help you. I'm like the guy that spots your target and helps you to say, two clicks left, 2 clicks right. Right? 2 clicks left, 2 clicks right. Boom, that adjusts your sight. Right? I like the bow. I kind of like the bow. It's a little bit more challenging. Right? Takes a little bit more developed eye, I think, sometimes to shoot with a bow, because you don't have that circling dot. It's just straight. You got to learn that feel. Man, so I'm really gonna appreciate these lab sessions, right? Because this is what I love to do. Like, this is my dream. I love coaching. I've always been. I was talking to my brother today, you know. Man, my dad had my uncle Maurice, great storyteller. My dad was a great storyteller. My brother's a great storyteller. I just never believed I was a great storyteller. That's why I never spoke. Man, it was so hard for me to really express myself and how I truly felt around people. It's one of the hardest things for me to do. But now I've overcome those fears and I've conquered those fears and I've broken through that, which was hindering me from my abundance, right? You can't be mad at nobody who succeeded because they did the work. Battery's about to go dead, so I didn't have much battery anyway. So that's good. But in the event, you know, I want to bring along eventually some special guests. We move that far. You know, we develop a little tribe. I'll begin to bring special guests if we get a little tribe growing to help y'all. You know, my area is fitness and health and life and wealth. So if you have any of those questions, you know, shoot them to me on YouTube. Look, I'm getting used to this YouTube thing and this IG thing, right? So please bear with me with the following up and getting used to that, because that's something I'm growing into, right? So we're gonna look back on these new videos one day. I'm gonna love recording these and just watch the growth. I'm gonna watch myself grow. I'm gonna just watch my dream manifest, because here's what I know. I've seen so many other people do it and they keep saying, you can do it. Just like when I was on the other side, listening to them saying, you can do it. I used to be back there, man, can I really believe like that? Like, can I really live that life like they're really living? And let me say, yes, you can. Look, you'll always see everybody start like this. You'll always say, you'll see pictures of the rooms. This is where I started. This is where I started. You see stuff just like this. Man, go look at Microsoft. Go look at Amazon. Go look at any company it looked like this. Harley Davidson. How do you know? Because success, you always hear this. I've always heard this. Success leaves clues. But sometimes you're clueless and you don't see the clues yet. You're collecting them. It's like you got diamonds in your pockets, but you think they rocks. You just don't know yet. You just don't realize you collecting diamonds along the way. And then along the way, they rub it in your pocket and they get polished. And then you see the brilliance of what you truly have. And now your conversation gets different. Your power gets different. Your stance gets different. The way you're able to communicate is different. And people feel it because it's real. Because real recognizes real. And it is what it is. And it's not no cockiness. It's none of that. It's just truth coming out. Like, truth recognizes truth. Truth hears truth. Right? Truth hears truth. And I'm so appreciative and grateful that I get to live my dream life. Like, I get to help people break bondage and this mindset that has been keeping us down. And it's going to be an honor and a privilege to serve y'all, because I've gone through the course of learning the sacrifice of servanthood, and I've been around other servants. I've been around great servants, and I've seen the pluses and the minus. I've learned from every servant I've seen, every servant. And I've been fortunate to be around some very, very highly impactful servants, like impacting millions of people. Not just some people. No, I'm talking about worldwide. And I fall in that lineage. Why? Because I sat under that. So I know what I've already seen my life. I've seen where it's headed. And everything I believe and think is bringing me to that place. That's why I'm doing these lab sessions, 100 of them. Because I know what I'm putting my faith out there for. I'm stepping out into my dream. That's what you hear everybody say. You gotta jump. And you know what? If it doesn't work, you know what you do? You tweak it. You go find the skill that you need. Look, I'm going into some stuff that just straight terrifies me. Like that whole technology, this technology stuff, I ain't gonna lie. It's like a love-hate. I get it. Like you can reach millions through a phone. I get that. But man, I see the evil side of it, how people are just addicted, you know, and I'm not gonna be controlled by this thing. Like we do these lab sessions when I'm led to do them, right? That's how we gonna do this. You know, we're gonna learn the flow. Lab sessions come when they come. And then we'll flow, we'll see what happens. Like I can't say that for sure. Like I don't know. But we gotta honor one another. Like I'm building honor early. That's what I learned. When I look out and I see people who are really touching people's lives, the ones that have set honor, you know, some people be like, man, you're crazy going out there with no security. Those people are crazy. This one, I'm not even gonna mention her name, but she was like, no, this is my tribe. Like, I wish you would let you get stupid. Like, try to tell her own fan. Like, look at the other one, the Hive. Man, you can't say nothing. You ain't got to worry about nobody doing nothing. Your own tribe got your back. And I've seen how they do it, and then eventually you learn those skills and you begin to find your message, right? You get to learn to find your message, and when it's time for your message to come out, it's gonna come. And just know that that day is like, it's an honor for me to be able to help you along the journey. Man, there's so many teachers I appreciated along the way that have just helped me guide me to my father's voice, my mother's voice, right? That's all a leader is supposed to do. Is supposed to lead the way back home. Not to them, back home. Like, I'm not leading you to me, I'm leading you back home. Where's back home? In the center of you. Like I love my life. It's beautiful now. It's beautiful before you see the scenery change. It's beautiful now. It's beautiful before all of this begins to change and the location begins to change. I'm appreciative and grateful now. So it has to go on record now with Lab Session 2. I already did Lab Session 1 on Facebook, but I think, like I said, between YouTube and IG, I see I got a couple people on. You can go back and listen to the beginning to see what this is all about. You know, but I appreciate y'all being on. You know, introduce yourself. I'm getting to know my tribe, and yeah. So right now, I'm just, whoever's on here, I'm just got a message. Yeah, I'm just sharing my gift to the world. Like I'm stepping out into my dream. Like I've been on this journey of people going after their dream, and it comes to a place where you got to step out. So I'm stepping out, man, and it's a beautiful thing, and I can't wait to see what comes out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I have a gift. I know I have something to share to this world that can change people's lives, because I have a beautiful story. I have some amazing experiences that I believe can truly help people along their journey. And man, I truly am, man. I see what an honor it is to touch people's lives. Like I've seen it up close and personal, right? Where you're changing millions of people's lives. Like that's powerful. And to be able to excuse me, be called into that arena. Like, believe it or not, that cough, that's all that stuckness. That's all that cough is. Me speaking this language is me getting rid of all those fears. Like, that's what this is about. This is about helping people open up to the point where they can change their life to the next level. Some of y'all are gonna make it, some of y'all ain't. I've already learned there's 4 types of ground, and only one ground can truly receive. And I know not everybody's gonna make it. My job is to help you make it. I hope you make it, because when you make it, I make it. So the more I help you, guess what? The more I truly help myself, because I know we're out there hurting. Man, I know dudes are hurting. Man, dudes are hurting. Cats is suffering. Man, dudes don't know who they are. They so lost. Women lost. But everything's okay, because it's all good, right? You get to be, when you realize you get to be a blessing to help people get to their location, man, that's beautiful. And if you really feel that's your calling, if you really feel like that's what you're called to do, start appreciating that gift now. If you feel like you're somebody who wants to touch people's lives, start being appreciative and grateful now for those that will sit under your voice. Because listen, let me tell you something. To have people sit under you and listen to your words is a very powerful thing. It's a very honorable thing. Because you have to understand what's taking place. Do you understand what honor means? And I'm going to get off because my battery's about to die. But remember, these lab sessions, they flow, right? We flow with it. I said this at the beginning. This is called the lab. And we just flow with the spirit, because it ain't no sense in me trying to say what I know, so we flow with the spirit. So we just going to end it right there. My battery's about to go dead. So, man, look. If y'all are still on here and you appreciate it, man, link up with me, subscribe. Like I said, these lab sessions, my goal is to do 100. They might not be every day, and then one time there may be 2 a day or 3 a day. It's just whenever I'm feeling led to speak about something. And wherever the session goes, it goes. Like I said, my gifts are health, life, and wealth. If you have those types of questions, comment, let me know. You can follow me on Instagram under Perception, PERSEPSHUN. Send me a message, say, hey, saw you on YouTube. That way I can connect you so I can link up more. Because look, I'm doing my best to get into this computer game, this technology game, because it's not my strength, but I know I have to do it. So look, I appreciate everybody who came on. This is Coach out of the ATL. To my Kingsmen, salute. To them tribes, to them gladiators. Au to the tribe, one love to them seekers. Keep seeking, flow, love, shine, be. Let's toast to that good life. Look, I'm about living a good life. Live long and prosper and keep it 100 even while you going through. Coach, I'm out.